Spinosaurus aegypticus versus Giganotosaurus. No, not Giganotosaurus. It's Giganotosaurus. Say it with me. Giganotosaurus. Some of you are claiming I'm too harsh on Spinosaurus. Some of you have accused me of being a Spinosaurus bully. Okay, fine. Just to even things out a little bit, I'm gonna try and insult the T-Rex. You ready? Okay, look at those tiny arms. You look ridiculous. Spinosaurus is a real man. Strong arms, sharp claws. You loser. What else? Look at those ridiculous dark circles under your eyes. It's like you haven't slept all night. Small arms. Haven't slept. Anyway, on to the episode. We've all seen the battle from Jurassic Park 3, but the question is, would the Spinosaurus have won against the T-Rex in real life? Perhaps Giga is a more balanced candidate. Today we'll discuss the sizes, weapons, advantages and disadvantages of these fearsome giants, and see who would have won the battle if it somehow happened in real life. Is it possible to bring back dinosaurs from dry blood 100 million years old? Who knows? But I believe genetic programming will become so efficient that we'll be able to design dinosaurs from scratch, using machine learning and quantum computers to devolve the gene patterns from birds and make estimations about what dinosaurs look like, and yeah, it's gonna happen. Anyway, first some stats. Height, 4 meters at hips, 6 meters at head, maybe more. Length, 16 meters. Weight, 9 to 12 tons. Bite force, around 2 to 3 tons psi. Speed, 25 kilometers per hour. Diet, fish and small dinosaurs. Now onto the weapons of Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus 2 possessed some deadly weapons. He possessed a weaker bite at around 3 tons, but had long, strong arms with 18 centimeter claws that could make cuts over 5 centimeters deep. The long arms of the Spinosaurus gave it a significant advantage in beating the T-Rex. Now onto the stats of Giganotosaurus. Height at head, 6 to 7 meters, but probably 5.5. Length, 14 meters. Weight, 13 tons in the max range. Bite force, 4,600 kilos at the high end. T-Rex was around 5,800 kilos. And that's the strongest land bite ever. Diet, large and sometimes armored dinosaurs. Now onto the weapons of Giganotosaurus. Giga had a huge skull with sharp teeth, which had a knife-like shape and serrated edges, made to pierce tough hide and tear off chunks of flesh. It possessed short arms and 3-fingered, clawed hands. Now onto the advantages of Giga. Giga is smaller than Spino, slightly, but was built for hunting land dinosaurs, sometimes much larger than itself. The shape of its teeth were radically different from Spinosaurus, designed for hunting larger prey. The lower jaws were adapted for slicing bites, and it probably captured and manipulated prey with the front part of the jaws. The neck of Giga was strong, and the axis bone was very robust. Now onto the disadvantages of Giga. Some paleontologists believe that Giganotosaurus, like T-Rex, was a scavenger, pussy, as its hind legs were not able to match the speeds of faster prey. If that was the case, it may be on equal footing with Spinosaurus in terms of fighting prowess. It may even lose the battle. Giganotosaurus had eyes at the sides of his head, limiting his vision, and it was primitive vision. It had a small brain and wasn't very smart. But none of them were. Stegosaurus was the worst, you dumb f***. Should I make a t-shirt? In fact, no, you're right guys, I bully dinosaurs too much. What should I have a problem, help me. It's just the funny way they look at me with the creepy scaly skin and small eyes and the weird beak and claws, and it's unnatural. Okay, now onto the advantages of Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus had a few advantages over Giga. He was larger and heavier. Spino had larger, stronger arms with larger claws that could do some serious damage to Giganotosaurus. Now onto the disadvantages of Spino. The teeth of Spino were conical and made for gripping slippery fish, not for tearing flesh. To get close to Giga in order to claw it, Spinosaurus would have to get past its powerful jaws and teeth. Spinosaurus also had eyes on the sides of his head, limiting his vision. But Giganotosaurus did possess the same issue. Spinosaurus had to fight some theropods, like Carcharodontosaurus, but didn't possess nearly as much fighting skill as Giga. Spino also had the sail on his back, which was fused to his backbone, and if it got slammed, could potentially paralyze him. What the hell did it do anyway? I say mating. Okay, let's fight. Spinosaurus uses its huge bulk to slam the attacking Giganotosaurus, which throws it off balance. But the Giganotosaurus is able to make several slashing bites to the hide of Spinosaurus, causing it to slowly bleed out. The Spino is unable to do much damage using its jaws, although it's able to deliver a nasty swipe to Giga, and the hip bone is exposed. Ugh. Spino slashes again and claws out Giga's eye, trying to make him fight back so people don't get mad. But then the Giganotosaurus bites again, a slashing axe bite, and the Spino eventually bleeds out and collapses as Giga keeps his distance. Smart. Verdict. I reckon Giganotosaurus would win 70% of the time. I mean, he's huge and he knows how to hunt. Now let's see what a sober scientist, who's actually qualified, unlike me, would make of all this. Who would win? The Spino or the Giga? Jack Horner reckons no one. They wouldn't fight to begin with. How disappointing. Both Spino and Giga are very specialized predators whom have rule over different terrain and target different quarry. Most fights between predatory animals occur over resources, such as a recently killed prey animal or territory, and are often intraspecific. A Giga is more likely to fight another one of his kind for food. T-Rex and Giganotosaurus developed specializations that allowed them to live without worry of competing against any predators besides themselves. We'll also consider Spinosaurus' environment for this conclusion. It lived in an area full to the brim with large predatory dinosaurs that rivaled Giganotosaurus in size, Acrocanthosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus. The high density of large carnivores in the same environment led to the local Spinosaurs adopting an aquatic lifestyle, where food and space was abundant and unclaimed. In a scenario where an adult Giganotosaurus and an adult Spinosaurus could have crossed paths with one another, the chances of a fight breaking out would be slim to none. Seeing two fearsome animals casually stride by each other is definitely a strange thought to stomach. But it makes sense. Spinosaurus has more fish to catch, and Giga has more titanosaurs to scavenge. I mean hunt. They were all scavengers. T-Rex, Giga, scavenger pussies. I just had to let it out. Was it Tuesday night? Yeah. Cabin feverish again, man. See this YouTube? You don't leave the house, ever. They just make you churn out video after video after video until one day you snap. I've been Viral Killer. Thanks for watching.